I'm never mad about no bitch. I can't go out sad about no bitch. Who me? Take off, never mad about no bitch. Give me a second. I can't go out sad about no bitch. Who me? Take off, never mad about no bitch. Give me a second. Y'all let me know how the connection is. Who me? Take off, never mad about no bitch. You said fuck me, and I said okay. What now? Not you bad, but. I'm never mad about no bitch. I can't go sad about no bitch. 1144 can be significant, or the one is just emphasizing the 144. So the chosen are in the building. Hey, honey. Hey, honey. Hey, family. Let me get this poll up for anybody who wants any questions. Mini reads and ancestor burns. I gotta go get some in out the oven, and then we can get it cracking. On and poppin'. Try to keep it on and poppin'. Okay, pose up. Energy and only be allowed to be shared with those who intend to reciprocate. Those who do not use, abuse, manipulate, and or distort. Me, cover the portals, cover all energy here. Keep everything divine and shade. All right. Hey y'all. How you feeling? How you feeling? What you doing? Y'all know that word up there, like, what you doing? What you doing? I'm gonna start off with my handmade deck. Let's get a feel of the energies that's going on for the collective. Somebody could be 15 years old. Alright, I have to get a new thing because my shit is basically busting out the motherfucking seams out, like me. But my shit is basically busting out the deck. I have to get a new deck. I mean, somebody's got a personality disorder. A school teacher? School teacher with a personality disorder? Alright, blood of my blood, root of my root, bone of my bone. Please show me what my human eyes cannot see. Your God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and ascended masters. I ask that you give me clear and precise messages. Say any non-negative energies, entity, attachments, spelling, hexes, curses, distortions, being sent to myself. Let the collective be vanished and my family intentions be returned back to the same immediately and indefinitely. Ashay. Something you prayed to experience is about to happen. Got Sean out here. Somebody's name could be Sean. Take up, never mad about no bitch. I kept hearing the song Wonder as well. By Shawn Mendes. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Somebody doesn't feel worthy enough for you. Yeah. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Somebody was chipping away at something here. It's too late. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you, Shawn Mendes. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I can't make it up. It says you're getting a new car sooner than you think. All right, somebody's going to be getting a new car sooner than they think. All right, I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Grammy winner out here. It says be of service. Somebody could be being of service. That was such a poetic song, y'all. Don't even understand. Ruby Bridges out here. Somebody could be the first to do something here in their city, state, region. Regions could be significant. Somebody could be region. Don't ask me. I don't even know what that means. Somebody could be region, though. Somebody's having money troubles. All right. Blood of my blood, root of my root, bone of my bone. Please show me what my human eyes cannot see. Dear God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and somebody can't keep up with your growth, and that's just too bad. To comment. Thank you to everybody tapping that screen. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you are new here, welcome back. If you're not, hey family, I'm Intuitive Light Seer J, and this is a safe space for you guys to heal. You're getting clarity, enlightenment, and confirmation. All right, we're getting ready to hop into this collective message. Somebody's got a childhood best friend, wisdom. Blood of my blood, root of my root, bone of my bone. Please show me what my human eyes cannot see. Dear God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and ascended master, I seek you give me clear and concise messages in all negative energies, entity, attachment, spellwork, hexes, curses, distortion, being sent to myself, the collective, or the message, be banished and find it, and the intention be returned back to its sender immediately and indefinitely. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I keep hearing this prayer because I just sat down, but I say it every day. It's almost like a automatic thing I say when I wake up, but it's like, dear God, I set you before me today to guide me, to lead me, to order my steps. Dear God, please align me and my steps with you and your will. I surrender. Ashe. Right? I don't know. That prayer could be significant to someone. I never move out of alignment when I make that prayer. That's why I pray it every day. I never move out of alignment when I pray like that. He's literally ordering my steps. She, he, the energy is really, we're not even going to get into that. Thank you for the rose. Somebody could just be praying more. All right, Holy Spirit, show me what this collective needs to see. This is your parents aren't your biological parents, all right? So either somebody's aware of them being adopted or having like a different set of parents than the biological ones. All right. So your parents aren't your biological ones. It says give back. Some of you, shit, and I kept seeing that finding Carter energy all day. Some of you, if your parents stole you, or something here was illegal about the way they obtained you, they're going to have to give you back. Like legally through the system, they have to give you back. Like this is going to be a requirement for them to have to give you back because it's illegal in some kind of way. Excuse me. They can't have custody of you this way. I don't care if they actually were your parents or whatever the fuck's the case. They have to be held accountable in court. Excuse me. It says, I am more than enough. All right. Taking it to the grave came out in the reverse. So these are people, look, some of your parents really thought they were going to be able to take this shit to the grave. All right. And it's just not going to happen. There's something legal going on that's requiring these people to have to tell you the truth. There is something legal going on that is requiring these parents to tell you the truth. They can't take it to the grave. They have to give something here back. A psych evaluation out here. Somebody's parents may end up having to have a psych evaluation, or somebody has just gotten a psych evaluation, whether it's the biological parent or the other ones. Excuse me. It says you didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that. something is being concealed. I keep hearing the word concealed. Especially in terms of this give back energy. It's something that's being concealed. It's almost like, you ever seen how certain the government documents are like blotched out? That's what it feels like. It feels like some information, very important information, is being like concealed. Excuse me. That's the energy. All right. Holy Spirit, show me what else I need to see. It says tired of multiple people pulling on your energy at once. All right. You could have got overwhelmed with all of the people that were pulling on your energy. Okay. You got a hacker out here. This hacker is the person who thought they were going to be taking some shit to the grave. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. Yeah! Okay. I have to read the poll in a second. That's so chic. So chic. What? Yeah. Say come through. Get your ass in the car and come through. Sorry. Somebody did some graveyard spell work. Death magic. Alright. This hacker decided they wanted to do some graveyard spell work. Maybe they tried to put an ending to this truth coming out about your biological parents. So that's what happens when shit backfires. Especially serious ass spell work like graveyard magic. Like this shit can unalive people. If you're in alignment to it, if your God is not ordering your steps every day, you're in alignment to this kind of shit. And hackers and people who are of occult knowledge that are on the negative side of it, they're well aware of that. They're well aware that you have to be in alignment to death. I don't care if it's a career death. I don't care if it's a relationship death. I don't care if it's literally the death of your life, babe. You have to be in alignment to that shit. It says the public can see this person has been stealing from you and wearing your personality and mannerisms. All right. So the public is well aware of somebody here who's been pulling on you. Multiple people who have been pulling on your energy. The public is aware of these people stealing from you and essentially wearing your personality and your mannerisms. Collective. All right. Options came out in the reverse. For some of you, these parents kind of picked you, like, by random. They fucked your life up by choice. It was just kind of like, any, mini, miny, mo. Fuck your life up. Deadass. You didn't deserve that. Options came out in the reverse. It wasn't that these people didn't have options or of who they could do this type of shit to. They just decided, any, mini, miny, mo, we going with collective. Okay? That's what that had. That's how that went. Any, mini, miny, mo. Nah, take back my energy from anyone who's not for my highest good. Ashay. Somebody needs to call their energy back, to their power back. It's too late. Something here is too late. Whatever is being investigated, whatever is being concealed, the person in charge of this shit feels as if somebody's required to have a psych evaluation. One of these parents, they are dead set on getting a psych evaluation for this person. It's too late. It's a behavior, a pattern they have continued to display that has made them realize they need to get a psych evaluation on this parent. It's a repetitive thing they have done. It's a pattern that has occurred that has made these people understand they need a psych evaluation on this person. And it's not because they don't already know that there's something wrong. It's that they have to get legal proof. Because like I'm telling you, they have to go through this shit the legal way. Whoever these people are, CIA, FBI, I don't care. If it's a regular precinct, babe, whoever these people are, they're having to go through the proper channels to get you justice. So they have to get this person a psych evaluation, which will then in turn have paperwork for why this shit even happened. Excuse me. Because otherwise it would be like, why? What is the reason? This is the reason. Screws is loose. This the reason. Screws is loose. Loose as a goose. Don't get me started. Da, 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 da. Oasis out here. Somebody could be like creating a very peaceful, sacred place. An oasis. It says minding the business that pays them. That oasis is sure do pay. Minding your business pay. You can tell who really don't. You can tell who the kinds of people that make money out of desperation and the kinds of people who make money out of pure alignment. Because when you are always minding other people's business just to receive money, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. I'm not talking about being of assistance and helping someone grow, evolve, and heal, and giving someone a safe space to be vulnerable. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is people who sit around and think about and partake in guessing or assuming what's going on in another person's life. Like a target, an individual, it's very specific. I'm not talking about a collective. I'm talking about people who are actually going out of their way to mind someone else's business. Those are people who move out of desperation. They make money out of desperation. They make money out of ways by putting other people down in order to be able to receive something. It's like I have to make somebody look a certain kind of way in order for me to even be able to receive something. Rather than just letting your talent, your gifts, your abilities shine through and allow people to become someone you can work with. Realigned came out in the reverse. All right. Contentment came out in the reverse. You didn't deserve this. You and whoever this person, this parent is, you just did not realign. You don't realign. You're extremely advanced for your age. You could be younger. The thing about this, I don't really think that's a real thing. That's why it's for your age is an emphasis. Because you have children out here who are fucking geniuses. It's some kids out here that's 8, 9 years old and it's smarter than motherfuckers that's 40 and 50 years old. So we got to be honest with ourselves. It's not about for your age. It's about the fact that these people are actually putting the work in. Those kids put the work in. Same way these younger ass, these 20-year-olds are putting the work in. Single came out in the reverse. Or in the upright. It's not about age. It says it's not on you, it's in you. They let your youth fool them into underestimating you. That's how that shit happens. When people assume that you're just too young. they let that age shit get in their head and they get to just age along with ego. Is there anything else, Holy Spirit? I'm telling you, you're in a flow state right now, babe. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. Minding the business that pays them oasis and flow state. Who do you know? I mean, I'm just wondering, who do you know other than the collective? Who do you know? Who do you know? Let's just be honest. It's not giving like anybody else. It's not giving, you know what I mean? I can get you confused with anything. You know what I mean? It's not giving that. It's just not giving that. It's giving either you're not paying attention. That's what it's giving. Whoever this parent is or whoever this person is for you, they don't pay attention. God qualifies the called. Flow state, God qualifies the call. Along with minding your business and oasis. Natural born leader. I mean, at this point, the divine is just stroking your ego. If we're gonna be honest, it's really not stroking your ego though. 123 on the time. They're building your confidence up right now, collective, because, like I said, shit like this is happening, and you have to be confident in yourself to understand that what you're being shown from your intuition, your discernment, and just everyday life, it's not a joke. You know what I mean? And we really need you to be confident in that. That's definitely the energy that I'm getting. Like, the divine is letting you know you're in a flow state. God has qualified you. All right, you have been called, and you're a natural born leader. It's really as simple as that. Somebody's single though. I'm in love with you. Make love to me. Gratitude came out in the rebirth. Somebody's ungrateful. It says your discernment highlighted the pattern. All right. So your discernment highlighted the pattern. Simple. Somebody's been doing graveyard spell work. Dead ass. Excuse me. And if something kept ending in your life, collective, this is what made you even more aware of something. Like, I don't care if it was like certain relationships kept ending, or if it was a job opportunity that was being deaded in some kind of way. There was a reoccurring theme of death in your life that you kind of picked up the pattern on. It's kind of like, okay. All right now. It's only but so many times this shit can keep happening before I realize it's a pattern. Excuse me. And your discernment highlighted this pattern of somebody, this hacker, who wanted to take some shit to their grave, constantly doing spell work. Your intuition highlighted that shit. Chosen one by Leighton Green. This could be an ex for some of you. All right. After all of the hearts you done broke, all of the lies you done told, my nigga, I owe you one. Baby, I'm the chosen one. All of the damage you did. Karma's a real slick bitch. Baby, I owe you one. Baby, I'm the chosen one. All of the damage you did. It's a case file with your name on it. Like I said, some shit is being concealed. It's a case file with your name on it. All right, chosen one. Thank you with the heart meat. Thank you for the heart meat. There could be a power couple out here. It says, I don't care enough to explain myself. Period. So in this this person who's been stealing from you and wearing your personality and mannerisms, if it feels like this person wants you to explain yourself to them, collective, and it's like, I'm not about to explain to you how you're basically wearing me, nigga. The fuck on, baby. What the fuck was that video? She said, I don't know when a nigga spin the block, but it's too late. You don't even have access to me no more, bitch. Fuck on. The fuck on. Baby. No, you're not about to explain to this person how they're basically trying to be you. Fuck on. Sean. Burp confirmation. Damn, the burp fried me. I'm crying. Hey y'all, how y'all feeling? How y'all doing in the middle of the night? It's really the next morning. I'm well rested. That's why I'm like all energetic. I'm all well rested and shit. We're gonna get into some serum. We're gonna have a little fun today. Why not? Something's weighing heavy on the heart. All right. The fact that you don't want to explain yourself, you don't care enough to explain yourself, is really weighing heavy on somebody. I'm like, damn. It was that bad? Yeah. It was that bad. None of it matters in the grand scheme of life. All right? That's why you're not going to explain yourself, regardless of how bad it is. Sometimes certain things just don't matter in the grand scheme of life. Okay? And emotions, period, are kind of like one of those things. In the grand scheme of life, we all have emotions. We all have things that we have to work through. So, yeah, whatever this shit was, how you felt about them wearing you, it really doesn't fucking matter. And you know that. I feel like you're aware of that. That's why you're not explaining yourself. Excuse me. It says, I love you. It says respect is given and trust is earned through consistency over time. All right. Distraction out here. Going back and forth between you and another person and keeping it a secret. A good character came out in the reverse. So this person really just didn't have a good character. They were using someone else as a distraction, and they thought that respect is given to them. I'm sorry. They thought that trust was given to them. When respect is given, trust is earned over time. All right. So if this is somebody that you love or they love you, either way, it could be a reciprocal thing. But you can love somebody and not trust their ass. Just because I love you don't mean you deserve access to me. That's something that you have to earn through trust and consistency. Somebody's making arrangements for a ring. Somebody tried to go toe-to-toe with you without you even knowing it, and they still lost, and they big mad. All right, this person who needs this psych evaluation was trying to go toe-to-toe with you. All right, What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. It says, it's yours. Pinterest is significant, babe. I just found out yesterday that everybody can see my Pinterest. I mean, obviously, but it's like, I didn't know that, whatever. I just didn't know that. Something here is past due. I thought it was like a private thing. Like, I thought I just had my own private category or whatever the fuck. I didn't know where I could see everything now. Excuse me. Your finances are being restored, and that's past due as well. Just gonna be honest. Past due, baby. It's past due. Might tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie. It's past due. Your finances are being restored. It's not a joke. Thank you for the heart, me. Somebody's truly bothered by your presence. You gotta be a real bothered bitch to bother a bitch that ain't bothering you. You gotta be a real bothered bitch to bother a bitch that ain't bothering you. It says different way of viewing life, not wrong or bad, just different. So this person is just really upset about the fact that you have different ways of viewing life. It's not that it's wrong. It's just different. Or bad. It's not good or bad, wrong or right. It's just different. And that shit kill me because people only get bold enough to move like that with people who are spiritual. They don't do that shit with people who are Jewish. They don't do that shit to other religions. They respect other people's religions. But when it comes to people who are spiritual, they love to do shit like that. It's like, babe, do you realize when you walk into the next fucking church that's not Christian or whatever the fuck you believe in, you're still gonna have to respect these people different views than you? It's not wrong and it's not bad. It's just different. You gonna have to learn to respect people's shit. Religious or not. Fuck. Open to working alongside you. You're gonna have to learn to respect people's shit. The fuck? That's the only reason I'm able to work with all kinds of people. Atheists, spiritualists, religious. I don't care. I've worked with every kind, babe. There's not a kind of person that I haven't worked with. Guaranteed. Did everything possible to get you off my mind? It's not one kind of person that I have not worked with. It says you can't keep saying women don't respect or make room for your emotions when you show up emotionally unavailable. So this is something that men have a tendency of doing. They automatically go into situations, relationship, friendships, assuming that these women's emotions are going to be more important than theirs. So they're going to suppress their emotions. They're not going to address their emotions. They're not going to bring this shit to you, right? You can't be emotional. You can't show up emotionally unavailable and then be like, oh, well, they never cared to make room for my emotions and my... No, that's not what happened. What happened is you never showed any emotions. What happened is you never made yourself vulnerable. What happened is you never communicated what you needed. And then you expected that person to just give you what you needed without you communicating what you need. That's not how that works. When we have boundaries, we communicate those boundaries. When we have needs, we communicate those needs. We don't just get to go around and assume. I don't care if this bitch is a psychic or not. You don't get to go around just assuming that motherfuckers know what's on your mind. I don't care if they actually know what's on your mind. You have to be able to say that. Because honestly, as a psychic, honestly, as somebody who's very spiritual, I know what a lot of people are thinking and feeling emotionally. But at the end of the day, it's a multitude of people out here, babe. I'm not about to sit here and guess who. No, you're going to have to make yourself known as the person that feels that way. Babe, you're going to have to make yourself known as the person that feels that way. That's why it shows up like this in collective energy. I hate that people do that, especially to people who are like me. Like, you can't do that. So stop fucking doing that. Read what's on my mind. Say what's that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not finna work overtime to do some shit that you should be doing. Especially when this is required in every relationship. Just because I'm different than other people does not mean you get to hold me to different expectations than other people. You have to communicate. You can't show up emotionally unavailable and then expect me to not to just make room for something that you never even showed up with. Okay, confess secrets out here. A speaker, you can't just show up emotionally unavailable and then get upset that nobody ever made room for emotions that you never fucking communicate. You never said anything about it. That type of shit is only fun when it's a game. You know how people do like the little telepathy game? Guess what I'm thinking? Guess the number. That shit's fun then. It's not fun when you're guessing what the fuck is going on with somebody in your relationship. Friendship, lover, family. That's not cool. That's not cool to do to people because you know they're gifted and they have the ability to do it. You can know some shit all day. We can know things all day. But at the end of the day, it has to be confirmed to us. It has to be solidified. It has to be spoken upon. You have to say something. Excuse me. It's not. I just don't know. I don't know. Well, I feel like this could be like a generational thing. It's something that just maybe occurred over time. Doubting out here. Magic is good and God is magic. Don't corrupt it. Somebody's doubting that magic is good or God. Either way, I don't care. This is what I mean by different perspectives and views in life. I don't care. I don't care. Because this type of shit will be the death of some of y'all. For real. Y'all will have more trust in a religion or a certain kind of people that will end up putting you in a predicament to be unalive versus people who are actually open and honest about how they live their life and what they're into and how connected they are to source. But y'all be so in disbelief because y'all haven't even barely seen a true connection in a religious setting, let alone outside of that. So it's like y'all can't even fathom how you can be that close to the Most High on a spiritual level as a spiritual individual because you haven't even seen a fraction of it in religion, if we're going to be honest, because there's so many limitations and restrictions to your actual connection to source. Most of y'all are just showing up to church just to get that word, right? And then you going back and being a fucked up person the next day. You're not actually making it to where you're obtaining a genuine relationship with the source. You're not actually moving in a state where you're communicating with source. This is me. This is it. This is life. This is me. That's not y'all. And then y'all see people like us and then y'all get so fucking scared out your body because you have never even seen that in religion. Y'all get out y'all fucking body scared. I'm telling you. Somebody crashed your car. Keisha, Tanaya, Crystal, Chris, Michelle, and Kay. That's my child's father's name. So it's so funny that Crashed Your Car came out with this because he crashed my car drunk driving. Just so y'all know, like, this doesn't just resonate for me, man, or for y'all. I'm a part of the collective too. Excuse me. In this world and not of it. In the world but not of it. And that's what most people don't realize when being in religion. They're not telling y'all how spiritual it is to have a relationship with Source. It's not. It's barely even physical. It's rarely flesh. Judgment out here on top of it. My body is a temple. Somebody's been running from their feelings for you because they're scared of you. I think that most people are scared to even admit when they're scared. News and gossip out here, and just because that's people just make you feel bad for being scared, and it's like, I just don't do that. Because sometimes it's valid to be scared. Have you ever been in situations throughout your life where you have trusted people and they have put you in a vulnerable predicament to where you are basically hitting rock bottom, depression, or all kinds of other emotions? Like, it's okay to be scared, but it's all about how you react to your emotions. It's okay to be jealous. It's all about how you react to your jealousy. It's okay to be fearful, but it's all about how you react to every fucking emotion God has given you. That's what I need a lot of y'all to understand. It's not about the emotion. I be scared. I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears, but I'm scared of... That's me. Y'all want to know my biggest fear? Oh, there it is. There you go. There you go. That's a different level of trust. The only person I've trusted like that is God. Let's be honest. The only person I have trusted that way is the Most High. So to give the reins over is crazy. Okay? You know what I mean? Everything that I have is God's first. Everything that I have is the Most High's first. Including the people in my life. There's a lot of gossip going around. A lot of chitter-chatter about somebody's fragmented soul. Somebody's name is Eric. Somebody's My Charts results are significant as well. Somebody could have gotten some test results. All right, Sunset Sunshine came out in a reverse. Maybe these results weren't positive. Excuse me. 122. Somebody could have tested negative or something. It says, what some may see is quick. We both know this love was not built overnight, but from a series of beautiful and trying events. Somebody's taking a step back to see shit clearly. Somebody's been being a clout chaser. All right? Somebody's been being a clout chaser. It's something... Oh, okay. So if you're actually celibate, if you actually treat your body like a fucking temple... There's somebody out here who's been basically pump faking, clout chasing, just want to be seen as somebody that takes their body, treats their body like a temple and not actually does that. 1221 can be significant. All right. One child. Somebody has one child. What? Why do you keep turning my light on? Somebody never believed in you. Whoever this clout chaser is, they never believed in you. You got a soul sister out here. So this could be somebody who's like you're connected to on a spiritual level, like your divine family. 222 out here. A burning desire to set things right. All right, somebody has a burning desire to set things right. It says you're not too much. That person just isn't aligned to you. You grew apart. All right, it's not that you're too much. It's just that that person isn't no longer aligned to you. You outgrew this person, or you grew apart. Okay. It says you inspired me to be a better person daily. It says your intuition is spot on accurate. That's your confirmation. That person never believed in you. You're not aligned. You grew apart. That's not your problem. That's not my problem. That's not your problem. I make time for God, so God makes time for me. This is something that most people who are in religion don't do. This is what the pastor is not telling you niggas to do. I don't know what the fuck is up with the Bible study and all of the shit that's going on in these buildings, and they're not telling you to do this shit. Do this shit on your own. I'm not saying just leave the pastor alone, but bitch, if you're gonna follow a pastor, follow your own understanding too. Get your own fucking formula too. The fuck? Stop doubting yourself. Memory fog out here. Stop fucking doubting yourself. MK Ultra could be significant. Yes. Somebody tried to make it seem like this death magic was natural and nothing about it was fucking natural. Your incense could be significant. Your instincts, your discernment picked up on the pattern. They was pulling strings. Yes, your intuition is accurate. They've been pulling strings. All right, you got a security guard out here. There's a deceased grandmother out here. Somebody overstayed their welcome. It's time to go. They never believed in you. Stop doubting the security guard. This motherfucker never believed in you. Deceased grandmother out here letting you know they overstayed their welcome. It's time for them to go. Your ancestors and spirit guides are handling this personally. Who this person is, but it's almost like they got some balls. Y'all ever seen the clip from Friday? It was like Cat Williams did an Oscar for that. But when he went in the bathroom and basically the man who had just got out of jail tried to take his goodies. Yeah, that's the vibe. I don't know how to explain it, but that's the vibe. Like somebody trying to take somebody's goods. You know what I'm saying? He took them pliers and he said, "I'm a boy and you are not in prison anymore." I'm sorry, but that could be significant. Somebody could be really, really struggling with integrating into society. It's like, nigga, I'm a boy. You're not in prison anymore. You know what I mean? Give me a second. I am a boy, Damon. You are not in prison anymore. What the fuck? This motherfucker overstayed their welcome. It is time to go. I'm not in prison anymore. Oh, God. That shit cringed me all the way up until he was like, had this nigga by his nuts. I'm like, okay. Whoa! I did not want to see nobody goodies get taken. Oh my God. I would have sad thing. Cat Williams is a small man. That is a big man. I wouldn't even want to see it as a scene. I wouldn't have even wanted to see it as a scene. Excuse me. God damn. Somebody could be very small in comparison to this big ass man. Somebody could be very fucking small in comparison to this big ass man. On top of it, judgment. You are not in prison anymore. Ice Cube killed and creating this movie. No, deadass. He did his thing with all of the Fridays, but I feel like that one was chef's kiss. Trinity out here. Judgment, Trinity. Refused. Somebody's grandmother's like, look. You are not in prison anymore. No, Cat Williams, I fuck with his acting. I don't know. I like Cat Williams. Not like that, but like obviously. You know, because you ever seen, it's not even just in Friday. You seen School Dance? Oh my God. Nigga said I've been in here 16 consecutive years. Do you know what that means? One right after the motherfucking other. Okay? And I ain't never missed a day. So clearly you having some conjugal visits from some other motherfuckers other than me. That's almost a grown white man. Bitch. That's almost a grown white man. That baby got 730 as a credit rate right now as an infant. That baby is Slavic Iceland. From the mountains of Caucasus. I hope to work for you one day. I hope to work for you one day, sir. It says you beat lust. Alright, give yourself a pat on the back. That shit's hard. Keep it in me. That shit's hard. Pat yourself on the back. You beat lust. Peer-to-peer acknowledgement out here. So maybe other people are seeing like, yeah, you beat lust. Not only you. Other people are agreeing like, yeah, this person beat lust. Oh. How you gonna do a flashback within a flashback? Nigga. Pulling the tape recorder out his ass. That shit killed me, bro. That shit sent me. That shit sent me, bro. You talking about? I need a couple of cigarettes. Talking about some. Oh shit, I'm sorry, bro. Everything about it is just realistic to what a hood person would do. Somebody whose father is locked up. I done told I done told these people in here that you know what I mean, you making big money, you rapping, you this, you that. Now you owe these people. Cause your fucking retarded ass daddy. Y'all retarded ass daddy and that bitch talking shit. Losing spades games. Or was it spades? 888 out here. Oh no, it was dominoes. I actually know how to play dominoes, y'all. I like dominoes. It's fun. Y'all play dominoes? I feel like dominoes, poker, Tunk is cool. Tunk is cool. It's a little complicated for me. Spades is even more complicated to me. I don't really care for spades. To be honest. All right, you're not settling for just seeing the potential, and that's just period. That is almost a grown white man. Somebody's got morning wood. All right, somebody hates to see you happy. So other people could be acknowledging that as well. Somebody could be waking up very extremely horny over you, 123, and other people are seeing every time they see you happy, they get upset. So it's like other people see they hate to see you happy. And I don't even think it's that. I think that people are acknowledging it as that. I really think that this person is attracted to you. That's why they're turned on and having this morning wood energy. But it's like they only want to be the one to make you happy. But they can't even make you happy. So it's like, in truth, technically it's what these people are seeing. But in this person's mind, is that, no, I just want to be the one to make you happy. And it's like, no, that's actually not true, nigga. You just think that. This person can't grasp the concept of y'all both being so different, yet still connecting to the same creator or source in life. All right? So this is somebody that really struggled to respect your beliefs being different. Because that's all that is. All right? It says doing your absolute best. Somebody doesn't have their paperwork. All right? We got 12 people in here. Can we tap that screen? Get this collective out to as many of the people as possible. Somebody's been trying to keep some shit here quiet about their favorite eater. Everybody, when I say there's so many people around this person that is like acknowledging everything that you're saying, collective, or seeing. Thank you, Passion. Somebody's doing some deep cleaning. Not sugarcoating shit. Not sugarcoating shit. Get it together. It says, I never thought for a second the person I laid down with and created a child would leave that very child for dead. The thought never crossed my mind. So 4 colored girls out here. This movie could be significant. Mother and father on the background. In the background could be significant. 12:34. Somebody's parents could be like watching over someone's shoulder or some shit like this. I'm literally saying somebody look over somebody's shoulder. This shit used to piss me off. This right here, being all up in here and shit, and you're not my man. Oh, that should have pissed me off. Cause you shouldn't even be in here. This is no move. That's somebody's parents though. They like right in they shit. You know what I'm saying? They in they shit. Excuse me. No, I don't even let my son be all up in here. Well, he do, just when he's sleeping. But not just like actively just up all. Like, get the fuck on, man. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I feel like we all have spots. And that's just one of them. So I need you to stay away from my spots, please. Excuse me. Please. Please. It says show gratitude. All right. Show gratitude. You're doing your absolute best. 888 out here. There's an unlocking of some sort of abundance as well. All right. It says, I am more than my beauty. Somebody is seeing your depth. Okay. Somebody took the easy route, is seeing your depth now. This could be a power couple for some of you. It says the people, places, the people, places, things, and mindsets that you hold on to are the very things keeping us apart. All right, so it feels like you've outgrew someone, and until they release the things, the people, places, and things and mindsets that they hold on to, you will never realign with this person. The things they're holding on to is the exact things that are keeping y'all apart. I know I'm on the money, bitch. They out here, I'm on the money. Do you hear what I'm saying? They out here restricting my life. They out here, what? It's a hate speech and hateful behavior. Who am I hating on? Tell me who I'm hating on. Somebody who need to grow? Maybe. Somebody who took the easy route? Somebody mad you beat lust? And it's so funny. You're right. I hate people in my personal space when one of these and just being all up in here will piss me off. That's it. I don't care. My brother used to do it and I just hated it. Like, come on over here. Come over here. I feel like a lot of people thought I was mean because I had a lot of like just restrictions when it comes to my body. And I feel like it was because I was so free with my body before. I started to be like, please don't touch me there. Please don't do this. Please don't do that. Like when I was 18, like I said, I when I was 14, 15, 16 years old, I wasn't with my mom. I wasn't living with my mom. I was living with my boyfriend, and then when I broke up with that boyfriend, I had to go back to stay with my mom for a little bit, and then after that, I left Atlanta, period, and moved back to Savannah by myself with my sister. And then I was hopping from home to home, y'all. At 18 years old, I was enrolling myself in school. At 18 years old, I was my emergency contact for school. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. That could be significant. Excuse me. It was nobody for the school to call if I was doing something in my senior year. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. conference call with me. Because I'm the one enrolling myself in school. Everybody thought just because I left and I didn't want to be in an abusive environment that I wanted to be dumb. And that was not true. It's not that I wanted to be dumb. I wanted to be free of abuse. And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? So I left and I enrolled myself in school. And I graduated and I did that. Fuck. I did that. Yeah, I went through similar living situation at that age too. Yeah. So that could be significant for somebody. Somebody could have a leg brace. I did that. It's not that I want to be dumb. So I don't want to be around you. There's a difference. Telling you. Like, my people thought I was so disrespectful. And it's not that I was disrespectful. It's that I hated being around my family. As much as I never said that to them, I literally hated every second of being around them. I always felt judged. I always felt unheard. I always felt unseen. I hated every second of being around them. A divorce celebration. Something here is showing up in the forefront. Somebody could be celebrating a divorce currently. I hated it. They used to be like, oh, you're disrespectful. You don't speak when you come in the house. Because I don't even want to come in this bitch. I don't want to come in this fucking house. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. So that's why every time I come in this house and I sit my book bag down and I leave, it's because I don't want to be here. Bitch, I'm going to find something to do. It's not even like I got something to do out here. I'm about to find something to do. Bitch, that's how I got into this music shit. I was just sitting around watching niggas play on a motherfucking... I was watching niggas recording music. That's it. You know what I'm saying? My boyfriend at the time, he was making music. I was musically inclined. I love music, but I wasn't bold enough to get on no track. At that time, I just wasn't. I wasn't bold enough to get on no track. I wasn't. Divine counterpart out here. It says, the truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. No more fantasy land. It's levels to this shit. Crabs in a bucket. I accept you exactly as you are. Somebody got caught red-handed. I hate it. I hated that shit, bro. I hate it. I hated living with my family, bitch. Why do y'all think I tell some people to go homeless when you are, like, not go homeless, but, like, I was homeless because, bitch, let me be quiet. It's not that I chose homelessness. My mom did kick me out every chance that she got. I'm not gonna sit up there and act like I just kept leaving the house. No, every chance she got, she asked my ass to leave, and I left. This is how much ego and pride I had, though. I didn't have no fucking money for real, but I had that. Because it's like, you don't even understand. You don't even give a fuck about how I feel. You don't care that I hate being here. It's crazy. It says, you will be getting a job that you are passionate about very soon. You don't even give a damn that I hate being here. You don't care how I feel. You don't give a damn how I feel. What the fuck? No. My mother has done so many things to me that I don't know if she will ever come back from, if we're going to be honest. It's something that's so psychotic about locking someone in a home and watching men abuse them in front of you as they stand over this woman, and then the next day sitting that child down, that 16-year-old child down, and putting a piece of paper in front of them and asking them and demanding that they sign this piece of paper to go to a psych ward. After you just watched two grown-ass men beat on them, and they tore the fucking house up and tore them niggas out the frame too. Bet you my uncle never put his motherfucking hands on me again. Yeah. It's something so psychotic about that shit. And it's something even more psychotic about telling your child, your baby father's mother, some shit like that as if it was some logical shit to do. You really spreading this information around like it was some logical shit to do. And it's only because I was a child or people are children that they can't speak out on certain shit like this because there's 3 grown-ass adults holding on to concealed information. Shit that was actually not cool at all. Remember how I told y'all... this is for people who aren't new here. But you remember how I told y'all I ended up getting into it having to tear the whole fucking house up trying to get out of the house because I decided not to ride the bus home, but to ride with my friends to get a job application. That's what that shit was about. The job application. I got pushed to the ground. I got beat the fuck up. Okay? Well, I didn't get beat up. Yeah, obviously. I fought back. But at the end of the day, it was just me seeing another side of my mother that I had no clue existed. Because my dad, he was never like any of the men that my mom ended up being with after that. My dad was never like that. He didn't even like putting his hands on us. If he beat us, he would come in the room afterwards, like, and when he beat us with a belt, it was so light. Like he didn't like beating us, and he never really did it. He'll come sit down and talk to us, and he'll make us cry before, and not like make us cry, but like bring us to the understanding that we're wrong, and we would cry, and then he would give us money. He just did not like to see children sad. Versus my mother and my stepdad and my uncle gaining pleasure from putting their fucking hands on children and actually feeling like it was right to do these things because they felt like you were disobedient in some kind of way. I never, and then they expect you to be like, want to be excited to see them when you get home. I'm what? What the fuck? What the fuck? No. No, actually. Imagine a fucking 17-year-old boy deciding, I can't even fathom being in a relationship with you knowing you're taking this kind of abuse, and now I want you to live with me and my family. And he's experiencing abuse from his own family. It's just verbal abuse. It's not, it's less physical, right? I don't know, this could be significant for somebody because I'm being guided to share it. I never really share that type of shit. But it's like, these are the moments that brought me to having to create spaces like this for people, because it's not about how you react to these situations initially, but it's about how you heal from these situations, in my opinion. Because I could have kept being volatile. I could have kept fighting back. I could have kept, you know what I'm saying, coming off as violent. Because that's what I was coming off as, violent. I didn't give a fuck. Like, I really had a taser and everything. Like, that's how bad it was for me. Like, I didn't feel safe with my family. I had a taser, dead ass. And anytime my uncle threatened me, I told that nigga, look, I will tase your ass. I will fucking tase your ass. And you looking at me in shock, as if you ain't bam bam. This nigga had, if you ever seen the Hulk, that's what he looked like. That's the type of niggas I was fighting. The Hulk. Fuck. The Hulk. At 15, 16 years old. So no, I don't never be quick to put my hands on a nigga, because look, I've been fighting boys since I've been a kid. Even elementary school, like, I was dealing with people who were going through shit. Like, when you live in the hood, y'all, everything ain't pretty and sunshine. And sometimes when you're a kid with no filter in your mouth, you're gonna say some shit that'll hurt the wrong person. And somebody's mother had just died, and I had a habit of saying, yo, mama, and that nigga looked at me, and we got into it, because his mom just died. I'm banging his head in the motherfucking wall because his mom just died. But I had no fucking filter, and I had no idea your fucking mom just died. Nigga, we all say, oh, your mom. You know what I mean? That's how shit happened for me a lot of my life. I'm elementary school. My own trauma relates to my childhood. I had a huge trust issue, trauma from family and then relationships I was healing. My own trauma. Facts. Some people don't leave when they are hurt. They leave when they understand. And that's what happened. Some people don't understand their experience and abuse. Some people don't understand that the shit that they're going through is not normal until they leave. It's so they understand that it's only two options. I can keep sitting here experiencing this abuse, or I can figure out what the world is actually like outside of this shit. And then you come to the realization that it is people out there who are either not being abused, or people who are being abused in a less physical way, depending on how you were abused. It's just it's all depending on you. But it was something very psychotic about it, because, and it's so crazy because everything in me told me to tell her no. I had never told my mother no before that day. Anything she asked me to do, I had to do. Speak when you come in the house. Okay, fine. I live in your house, it's your rules. But that was the only time in my life I really felt like I had the power to say no. And it's not because I had money or any of this or that. It's because I had someone in my corner who actually understood what I was going through, and it was my boyfriend at the time. So I said no. I'm not about to sign a paper to go to a fucking psych ward, and I did nothing but defend myself. She needed my consent to send me away. Even at 16 years old, she needed me to sign the paper in order for them to send me away. So had I signed it, had I been weak-minded and just signed it, y'all probably would have never met me. Y'all probably would have never met me. Y'all probably would have never met me. Power couple out here. And these be the same people that think that gifts or just being extra nice after doing fucked up shit changes what they did, and it will never change what you did. You have to take accountability for what you did, and until you do, you're gonna have to live with that shit. Colorado is significant. You're gonna have to live with that shit, bro. And that's just some shit I had to realize recently, that some people will really think that they can buy themselves back into your life, and that's just not how it works. Me and my child are not for sale. It says a truce. Somebody's waving the white flag. Somebody wants a truce. It says by any means necessary. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Patience is a virtue. By any means necessary. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Patience, honey. Okay, your talents are being seen. Somebody's only sorry that they got caught red-handed, and only sorry they got caught. God damn. God damn. It says God has put you in position. That's why, like, when I say stuff here to y'all and I'm hard on y'all, it's not because I'm judging you. Dead ass. The shit I've been through, I'm not judging you, G. I promise you I'm not judging you. But what I am doing is holding you accountable. I am going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth because that's all I've gotten my whole life. Even when it was out of spite. Even when it was not, you know what I mean, my best interest at heart. That's all people have. I'm not going to say that's all they've ever done, because it's just, people have always, majority of the time, people have always tried to use the truth to hurt me. And so I've become accustomed to the truth. That's why God can work so well through me, because I will accept the truth. You don't like me like that? Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm accustomed to the truth. That's why I feel like it's almost disrespectful for me to be around somebody and not tell them the truth. It feels disrespectful. It feels wrong. I feel like I'm doing something wrong if I'm around you and I know that I could tell you something that's the truth and I'm not telling you that. It feels wrong. Somebody's name is Vincent. Surrender to the process. Somebody didn't want to surrender to the process. It says find the beauty in the pain too. Something I had to learn to do. Standing up. There is beauty in standing up for yourself after experiencing things like that. Because like I said, y'all, most of y'all probably would have never thought I've been through some shit like that. That's how people, I feel like, that's how I ended up in a domestic violence situation. It says you will meet them soon. Crooked Smile by J. Cole. Tiffany Welch out here. It says, create a world of your own. Man-made came out in the reverse. Reality is stranger than fiction. Yeah. Reality is stranger than fiction. And then people around you will claim they're men. And then, and this is shit I be talking about. Like, I think my dad was just not a fighter. It's not that he wasn't, like, built or no shit like that. It's just he used to work construction concrete. But I just don't think that he was a fighter. Even when he was put in a position to be a fated encounter out here, to have to stand up for me. Like, I told him about what happened with my stepdad and them putting their hands on me and my uncle and all of that shit, and they got into it verbally, yeah, but there was no, like, don't ever put your fucking hands on my daughter again. There was no example made out of these niggas because they kept doing it. As a matter of fact, I had to end up putting my own hands on my stepdaddy because he kept feeling like I was going to put my hands on my mother. And I had never put my hands on my mother. So why the fuck do you keep putting your hands on me thinking that I'm going to put my hands on somebody else? You think that you gonna beat? And these are two women that this the shit I be talking about. This the shit I be talking about. What the fuck is you in between two women who, and I came out this lady coochie. What are you doing? The fuck out the way, bro. I ain't never raised my hand to that lady. Even when that lady looked me in my motherfucking face. Even when she looked me in my face right after I just birthed her grandchild. Looked me dead in my shit and said, I will smack the shit out you. In my fucking face. I still didn't put my hands on her. Thank you for speaking your truth. You're welcome. I just feel like somebody needs to hear this. Like, somebody's probably had a very traumatic childhood and they think that because I look or act the way that I do, as positive as I am, that I haven't been through shit. And it's like, no. That's a lot of undoing. That was a lot of unraveling that I did. 2 years of shadow work is what you're looking at today. That's what you're looking at. Not somebody who ain't never been through shit. A fated encounter out here. Death and rebirth. That's why I advocate so hard for this kind of shit. People think it's always lame, as this, is that. Bitch, I promise you. you would think I was a man had I not been doing this shit for the past 2 years. You would think I was a man. I promise. Money troubles out here. You would think I was a man. You would. Moving in alignment. I don't regret it either. I don't regret leaving her home at 15 or 16 years old. I don't regret leaving again at 17. I don't regret leaving my sister's home. I don't regret leaving my dad's home. I don't regret finding out who my family was or is for myself. I don't regret that at all. I don't regret ending up in a homeless shelter because I decided that I was okay with abuse once upon a time. I don't regret any of what I did because it's brought me to where I am and it's taught me everything that it's taught me. I'm not saying it was pretty, but life ain't pretty. Babe, the shit that I was born into, the things that I was born into wasn't pretty. So I don't expect shit to get pretty until God wanted to. Honestly, I'm not trying to look pretty for nobody. I'm not trying to live my life be aesthetically pleasing. No, I want you to really see the progress in the work and the development of a soul, so that you know that this is actually necessary to evolve. This is the example of developing a soul. And that's what a lot of men don't understand. Pretty don't always get you privilege. Sometimes pretty gets you abuse. Sometimes pretty gets you abused. Sometimes pretty gets you humbled by your own family. Sometimes pretty gets people very fucking envious and jealous. You know, all my life I thought I was ugly. And I wasn't. But that's what my sister told me. That's how they made me feel. Like I was the ugliest person in the fucking family. It says, who gonna tap out first? In terms of these money troubles, Northern Lights are significant. $144 when I started this live, and $144 again. Oya, a goddess of winds, transformation, and change. All right. Goddess Oya is assisting. Somebody only wants a glimpse into your life to find something wrong about you. God said no. God said no. They cannot have a glimpse into your life just to try to find something wrong about you. No. You're in alignment. That's all they get. You're in alignment. That's all they get. How long have we been on here? It feels good to share that though. I don't know why. It kind of felt good to share that. Because it's definitely something I only tell people that get very, very close to me. Because then it's like behaviors or patterns or just things that you'll see about me that, like my last time I broke my celibacy. That man looked me dead in my face. He said, what happened to you? I was like, damn. He said, well, who did this? What happened? Like, what happened? Like, tell me. I had to really tell him. Like, okay. Okay. That man said, what happened? like that ass, what happened? Smile by PNB. It says, I already call you mine. Somebody out here already claiming you. Somebody's going through a death and rebirth, though. That was some shit that never happened to me before. Oh, you paying attention? So yeah, I've been traumatized. That's why I don't even like raising my voice with people. If I get to raising my voice, you got to go. You got to go, because now I automatically think there's a possibility that you're going to put your hands on me. You got to go. That's why if you don't leave, I'm going to leave. Because I don't want nobody to hit me. I don't want to get in no physical altercations because it's been something that's been unavoidable in my childhood. Like an environment that was unavoidable in my childhood. And even when I moved in with my dad and his girlfriend, they did everything in their power to not do that, but it still happened. I still ended up breaking up fights between grown-ass motherfuckers in front of kids. You know what I mean? There's so much alignment out here. Moving in alignment. You're in alignment. Faded a counter. It says, I don't like you because they don't like you because they can't be you. Alright? Somebody doesn't like you because they can't be you. It'll be all right. Whew. I feel like the weight is lifted off my shoulder. I feel like a lot of the public just saw me as this super nice person who maybe hadn't been through much. And I feel like now y'all know, like, I've been through shit, y'all. And that's just not even, that's like a fraction. Yeah, a fraction. We can talk about whatever. It just feels better for y'all to know, like, I don't know. It feels better for y'all to know. I guess gratitude out here. I'm not I'm teaching from experience, dead ass, like in every aspect, in every way. Okay, your actions show who you are, not your thoughts. All right, your actions show who you are and not your thoughts. All right, somebody's been laughing to keep from crying. It's like your gratitude is triggering someone. You being grateful is kind of triggering someone. It says something you pray to experience is about to happen. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think my story's pretty bad, but I've heard some people go through some shit that I'd be like, bro, if I stayed, especially as long as some of them stayed, I'd unalive myself. Like, I left because I didn't want to unalive myself. You know what I mean? I wanted to see if there was a possibility that I didn't have to be treated the way I was being treated. And I was right. But not the point. There's some people out here in this world who are children or just grown people who kind of keep themselves in a predicament because they feel like they have to, and not because they don't really realize that there's an opportunity for you to just explore the world yourself. Even if it's not going to be the prettiest, most aesthetically pleasing. Like, I really didn't give a damn. I literally gave up everything. Like, the room, I gave everything just to have a peace of fucking mind. Just to have a peace of fucking mind. Do you hear what I'm saying? Clarence out here. Just to have a peace of fucking mind. I gave it all up. Do you hear what I'm saying? It says I'm cool off you. It says, I love you, but I don't trust you. Love without boundaries is self-abandonment. This is somebody who you love but don't trust. Power couple came out in the reverse. God's wrath. Somebody's being split up. This is God's hand. It's a permanent ending. Look at that. God's wrath, permanent ending. And the card over there said power couple in the reverse. No rush out here. I live in a perpetual state of happiness. So his name is Marcus. This is the end of your instability. That shit just, and it re-traumatized me after I got pregnant with my child. And then my mom did that shit with his mom, basically trying to make me out to be crazy. Because you still are putting me in a predicament to where, as I'm pregnant, you're basically raising, you're raising my blood pressure. You arguing with a pregnant person for what? Why? You're provoking a pregnant person for what? Why? Y'all, I was in the room crying. I was crying because I'm emotional and I'm hormonal and I'm pregnant. And I'm crying. Don't you know this lady came in the room and sat next to me and asked me what was wrong? She's laughing as she's asking me this, and I'm crying. You're laughing at me crying, and then you're also enjoying pain. You're enjoying watching inflicting pain upon me. This is the type of period I dealt with, y'all. She laughing and she asked me this, and then I tell her why I'm crying. And she basically tells me to suck it up. Why the fuck did you come in this room to tell me to suck it up? If you wouldn't come in here to comfort me, you could have stayed your ass out there. I didn't need you to tell me to suck it up. Bitch, I was already in here sucking it up. I didn't go to you. You came to me. the desire to not want to be more. So this is just somebody who did not want to be more, do more, be more. I just saw a clown, bozo. A clown? A clown? How come I didn't see it before? I'm well rested, so if you're tired, you should go to bed. There's some sort of corruption being uncovered. I'm telling you. It was nothing that could have committed. Like, if you wanted to send me to a psych ward, bitch, you could have just said, get out. You could have just said, get out. I would have left. I literally did leave. You had a better chance of telling me to kick rocks than signing that fucking paper. You had a better chance telling me to kick rocks than signing that fucking paper. I'm telling you. Let me be quiet. Excuse my language. Rape out here. Trigger warning. Something significant about a rape. Some sort of corruption being uncovered in terms of a rape as well. Y'all, I wish you could see what happened to me that day that I went and got that goddamn job application. I couldn't even believe it. Like, I couldn't even believe. I'd never seen them act that way. I'd never seen them behave that way. I couldn't even believe it. That's why I had never behaved the way I behaved that day. Like, oh no, y'all got me fucked up. I will run through this bitch and tear everything up. I mean, obviously, I was fighting someone off, so everything that was getting knocked around was really him getting knocked around. So it's not like the only way they stopped me was when they put me in a motherfucking chokehold, and I learned how. And my mom, she worked at a mental health facility, so she knew pressure points. So anytime me and my sister used to get into it and fight, which we did, we would fight a lot. It was because my mom would put my sister in a predicament to act like my mother, and I would have enough common sense to know you're not my fucking mom. So now we in here beefing because you're acting like my mother and you're my sister. You know what I'm saying? 1-on-1 on the time. Now we in this bitch stumping, and whenever we would fight, I was a little bit smaller than her, so I could wrap my body around her in certain ways where I could be her ass when I was a little bit older. And she would press pressure points on me. And I would literally be like, I can't move. I can't move. Stop. Like that. She would use the shit that they taught her at her job on her kids at home. I'm telling you. She was, I can't move. I dead ass was paralyzed, y'all. I ain't never felt no shit. Like, I was scared of my mom. I was what? I was scared of them. I wasn't scared of fighting them niggas. I was scared of fighting my mother. That's a different beast right there. That's a different beast right there. Like, I watched her refracture my sister's nose. I watched her strap her motherfucking shoes up and clop her shit and knock her nose back out of fucking alignment. I've always been more afraid of my mother than any man. Do you understand me? Any man. Okay? Any man. That lady, something different. Ain't no man never used no pressure point on me. Ain't no man never paralyzed me while I was fighting him. I've never been paralyzed before, other than my mother. To be honest. We used to fight over the dumbest shit. We used to fight over the dumbest shit. But it was always because my sister she was tough. But it's like, why are you trying to get tough with me for? Like, bitch, get tough with them bitches. Stop getting tough with me. Like, no. You got timeline. Somebody reported a false incident report to CPS. So maybe somebody said something happened, something from the past happened while you had children or a child or something like this. It says, I will stay single forever if I have to. Over it. I resonate. I'm really turned off from love currently. So 114 turned off. It's something about men that's just disgusting me right now. It is. Gotta work through it on my own, but yeah. It's something about men that is really disgusting me right now. Got a partner out here, not ascending, maybe. It says, tell me what's wrong so we can talk about it. Someone wants to have a conversation. They want to talk about something here. They want to know what's wrong. It says, I'm in love with you. Hey. It says, you are doing an amazing job. Make room. Somebody wasn't making room, or you're needing to make room. This is not their job. It's not their job. It's not their job. Oh, you're giving somebody what they need and not what they want. Like, somebody's realizing that's not your job to do what they wanted you to do. Excuse me. It's not your job to do what they wanted you to do. You're giving them what they need, not what they want. Saw clown bozo. Somebody is mad, livid, hot. They mad as hell that you giving them what they need and not what they want. Ruby Bridges out here. It says, my job is not just to tell you things to make you feel good or better 24/7. So this is somebody who had an expectation for you to kind of stroke their ego, to kind of just tell them all good things. Like I said, it's nothing. Clown bozo came out right after that. There's nothing wrong with telling people good shit, but at the end of the day, that's not why you're here on this earth. You're here to help people grow, evolve. You're here to accomplish your purpose in life. And that involves growing, healing, and evolving. And it also pushes you to create relationships where they are challenged to do the same thing. So if they don't like that, then that's something they gotta work on. That's a personal issue. That's not nothing you need to take on for yourself or nothing like that. It says, be of service. Be of service. It says, focusing on the positive. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you, by Shawn Mendes. Y'all ain't gonna lie. Diana, T, Tony, Tommy, Trey, Travis, Cam, Kayla, Jackson, Jimmy, Alyssa, Dwight, Dennis, Thomas, Kenya, and Kai. We're going to say that again. Diana, T, Tony, Tommy, Trey, Travis, Cam, Kayla, Jackson, Jimmy, Alyssa, Dwight, Dennis, Thomas, Kenya, and Kai. Any or all of these names can be significant to you. It's something about watching your mother watch men put their hands on you and her sit there with satisfaction on her face. That will traumatize you for lifetimes to come. Do you know what I mean? Traumatize you for lifetimes to come. And then to see those same men sit there and watch and do nothing as another man or boy attack you and your child, it's just like, I don't fathom how my family could have felt like I felt safe or anything like that. I just couldn't fathom that. Not in my whole child's father then came over this bitch, punched the glass, fractured his own fucking hand, and made my son head bleed. And we were all here to witness this shit. And you let a nigga leave peacefully. You let a nigga leave peacefully. You let a nigga leave without a scratch. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is wild. I can't fucking fathom that shit. Not a hair on your motherfucking head was touched. That's crazy. But a hair on a woman's head get touched. She just raised her voice. She just raised her voice and a hair on her head get touched. But this nigga actually physically assaults someone and nothing happens. And Coraline in the background, right? Other mother, I wanted one until you know what I mean? It says you told this person their mother doesn't like you and they didn't believe you, but you were right. So, divine laws and divine rules and divine laws. Cosmic rules and divine laws. Somebody can't keep up with your growth, and that's just too bad. Matthew 23:12. Those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Excuse me. This is somebody who maybe didn't want to humble themselves. It says being you is 10 times harder than it looks. I feel like that's another reason why I have gotten this relief today from telling y'all a lot about my childhood or my past. Because I felt like a lot of people are walking around feeling like it's easy to be me. And it's actually 20 times harder than it looks. 122 on the side. It's way harder than I make it look. I just don't make my life anybody else's fucking problems. I don't go around wearing my pain. I actually address it. You know? Excuse me. And that's where people get the misconception that you've never been through shit because you're not walking around in misery, depression, or wearing it. It's not that this person hasn't been through shit because they're not walking around depressed, weary, or any of that. It's that God will put you in a predicament to never have to wear what you have been through. That's what makes the testimony so powerful. You'd have never thought somebody who's so young, so this, so that, would have went through that. That's the power in the testimony. When you don't look like the shit you've been through. You don't seem real. Somebody's side chick feel like you don't seem real. This could have been somebody you asked to move around. Bitch, move around. Couldn't meet your standards. This is somebody who's in denial of their own capacity. This is somebody who, a feminine energy who's in denial of her own capacity, of what she's capable of. Alright, this side chick. We're gonna get into some tarot. Now that y'all know my life story. Not my whole life, but you know. You're getting bits and pieces. You can put the puzzles together for yourself. Excuse me. But yeah, to have her go tell his mom that shit, like I'm crazy, like I just know I get out my body when people start disrespecting me. I don't just get out of the same way I had never seen my parents and my uncle and all of them act that way about me getting a fucking job application. Is the same way they ain't never seen me show my ass like that. Same way they ain't never seen me put my hands on that nigga like that. That's why he never put his hands on me again after that. He threatened a couple times, but he never actually did it. That taser came in handy. You know, some people just don't fuck with you when you have a taser. I had a taser in high school. Bitch, leave me alone. And then I was dating somebody who was like one of the most popular people in the school and in my high school at the time. So it was like bitches was coming to me left and right. Like I'm sitting at the goddamn lunch table by myself. She like, oh, you was with such and such yesterday. Y'all had matching outfits on. Oh, look at this. She bring me up on, look at this. Oh, he was with such and such. Like I just started talking to the nigga. Damn, how the fuck is y'all running me down to come tell me some shit about where he been at, what bitch he was with, or anything like that? It was people just looking to fuck with me. I don't know what it is about me that people just look to fuck with me. And it's like, okay. It's like, why didn't you go tell that bitch that me and him was wearing matching outfits and took pictures? And why didn't you show her that shit? But you come running to me at the damn lunch table telling me about what he was doing at Walmart. Bitch. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I will stay single forever if I have to. Period. Alright. I think I'm going to do the Rider Tarot instead of the Ancestry deck. Excuse me. I wonder what it's like to be loved by you. All right, Holy Spirit, show me what this collective needs to see. Somebody was lying, gaslighting someone, saying someone was being toxic or is toxic. This could be somebody someone has like a really deep connection with. It's karmic though. This connection could be coming to an end, or it has just ended. There's a death happening here. Excuse me. King of Wands. All right. Holy Spirit, show me this collective intimacy. Knight of Pentacles. Three of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. King of Swords. This person gave, okay, there's a King of Swords who gave something here, and they did this from a place of not wanting to like self-sabotage. So this was moving out of fear. This person just gave something in some way, like a physical offer in some way, just to not self-sabotage. They didn't want to self-sabotage, and this shit caused them heartbreak. So now like they're heartbroken and they're trying to move away from this heartbreak. Right? The Six of Swords is kind of like trying to move away from the chaos and the drama and the confusion of the heartbreak. The Star card in the reverse. I'm telling you, they did something for like a position, or this was somebody who had like, they did something for like an image or reputation or some kind. Yeah, Tower came out in the reverse. This person lied. There was a really big lie about why someone was doing something or offered something. It's like somebody did something and they know that it's not like this. King of Swords did something. They were very blunt about doing something, and now that they have done it, it's leaving them heartbroken. So now it's kind of like, I don't want to take accountability for why my feelings are hurt, essentially. When the whole point of them doing this was to protect themselves. So it's like, I did something to try to protect myself and ended up hurting my feelings. And they don't want to admit that to themselves. Excuse me. And this is just them like trying to like run from this Tower. Which is the realization. The Tower is just the realization that I did this to myself. They don't want to come. They already know. They just don't want to face that. They don't want to face that. All right. They know they did this to themselves. They know that this was a choice. They chose to care about their appearance or reputation or just man-made influence. Like, and I'm not. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Somebody was doing something for status, for a position. Just as simple as that. Like, oh. And I was watching, I told myself I wasn't going to watch it, but I watched it just because, and I didn't even finish watching it. But essentially in the movie that I was watching earlier, this girl was so focused on wanting to win some sort of competition or be in a certain predicament, like to basically to open up for some sort of tour, that she decided to essentially betray a friend in some kind of way just to make sure that she got the opportunity to do it. And this is what it kind of feels like this person did. Like they definitely did something for a position. They hurt themselves. It's like, I did this for something that I most likely got or wanted to get, but now it's like I hurt something or someone in the process, including myself. Does that make sense? Because, like, immediately after she went to her brother and she was like, I feel like shit because we were all going to get disqualified for something. But the reality is, like, technically, he told you something that was supposed to be just between the two of you. And instead of you were allowing this person to speak up and see if he would actually allow for y'all to all be disqualified over that thing. She was so afraid that, you know what I mean, that he wouldn't tell the truth, that she basically pressured him into telling the truth. Excuse me. She basically was like, just tell him. Like, now it's like, it's out there now, you know what I mean? You can't go back from that. That's the vibe. Somebody could have been so focused on wanting a position or career or something like this here that they didn't realize that they hurt themselves and someone else in the process. So whatever this decision was has them like being sat down. All right, there's no movement. For some of you, somebody's like car maybe isn't working with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. This was not like a reckless, impulsive thing. Like, they thought this through. Like, the way that girl was sitting in that chair and she heard everybody tell their story and basically be like, you know, it's not me. This person thought this shit through and through. They did. I need to change his diaper. Give me a second.
Yeah.
stop yelling, please? They thought this shit through, and they moved out of weakness. They moved out of fear. So they hurt themselves. It feels like they hurt themselves. It don't even feel like they hurt anybody else. I feel like they just hurt themselves. Because I don't see nobody else out here but this person with the 3 of Swords right next to them, with this Knight of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Like, I did something that hurt my feelings, and then I'm trying to walk away. Excuse me. Nine of Pentacles came out. So this person offered something and then turned around and decided, I want to be independent now. This person did something for the position, most likely got the position and decided, I'm not going to take the position. They went out of their way to be fearful about getting something that they got. And then once they got it, they was like, nah, I ain't going to do it. No, I ain't going to do it. Like, what is this? This person's taking an L right now. What is this? No, I ain't gonna do it. So why would you go this far in to hurt your fucking feelings if you didn't want to go through with it? I don't understand this. I don't understand this person. Let me just read the cards. Came out in the reverse. They're not toxic. They just, it reminded me of some shit that I posted earlier. They just were trying everything in their fucking power not to disappoint themselves. So if they really, really wanted this position, they didn't want to lose it. So they did this shit to not hurt their feelings, to not hurt themselves, and they still ended up hurting themselves. This wasn't out of toxicity. This was out of fear. This shit was out of fear. This is called self-sabotage. This person just self-sabotage. Excuse me. Four of Swords. This person could feel numb or like dead inside. They could feel like they gave up too much for this shit. They feel like they gave up too much for this shit. It's like doing whatever somebody wanted you to do all the way up until the final. Why am I hearing the final jam? Somebody did everything they wanted to do all the way up until the final. To the final situation, event thing, and then they decided this is not actually what I want. Like somebody just last minute decided this is not actually what I want, and this has been hurting me. This has been hurting me. Excuse me. So me going so hard, me being so blunt, me being so like cutthroat about being the top or being this or doing that. It's somebody had like a big ego, but about, I want to say their craft or like I said, this position. They felt like they deserved this position. Like nobody else deserves this position but them. And then they realized shortly after 144 on the time that it's not that they feel that way. They don't even want the position. They don't even want the fucking position. Excuse me. But all the way up until this point, that's how they felt. Like they deserved it. It was theirs. And that's why they were doing everything they were doing. King of Cups out here. That's why they were doing everything they were doing. This person is heartbroken. They are. This is just like, ugh, a really big mistake. There's no way around it. Somebody made a humongous mistake. Excuse me. It's like knowing you're destined for something and then seeing a micro version of it that looks extreme, that looks like everything that you know what I mean, that was destined for you, but with somebody, what everything this person had to strip themselves of to have it, they realize in the end this is actually not the promise that was over my life. I was chasing the wrong thing. Somebody feels like they were chasing the wrong thing. Excuse me. They definitely are heartbroken over the fact that they felt like they were chasing the wrong thing. Status, position, reputation. King of Pentacles. Just King of Pentacles, King of Swords, and King of Cups. There's a lot of masculine energy out here. None of them toxic. All chasing a position. This could be multiple people, y'all. It don't have to be one. This could be all of this person in different aspects. Or just for others of you, there's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Every last one of them, they decided to chase a position or chase this thing. And in the end, they realized this is not what it was for me. It's just not what was for me. I was forcing this. And that's why at the last minute, they gave it up. Because it's like, this is not going to fulfill me. They knew that this was never going to fulfill them. I'm not going to say they knew that the whole time, but once they got to that final moment, like the final countdown, the final situation, is like, this is not what I wanted. Excuse me. Ace of Wands, they had like some sort of perspective shift on like this more than enough like love energy. Like somebody was experiencing some type of instability, going back and forth, not wanting to leave something completely alone, not wanting to stop doing something, maybe putting like this position or status over things or people. Right? Because that's what I got from that shit. When she decided she wanted to say that and not allow him to show his character, to see whether or not he would even, you know what I mean, put y'all in a predicament to be disqualified. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. This person has had like a perspective shift from the Most High. They're seeing things the way that the Most High sees them. That's why they feel like this is not what I wanted. This is not what was promised to me. This is not what's mine. They just know that this is not a God-given opportunity. They know this isn't a God-given opportunity. They know that this is something they practically force. Look at that. Knight of Cups. This was stuck to the back of the Ace of Cups. So it's almost like somebody want to come give somebody a cup of love. But this cup of love there's way more love in front of the little cup. Does that make sense? It's like more than enough love, but I have also this cup. How do I explain this? Oh. Somebody was being called to stop putting their finances, their career, their reputation, their position over things that actually matter to them. The Ace of Cups with the Knight of Cups. Over shit that they are practically in love with. So I don't care if this was just platonic or romantic. Every last one of these people, or this one person, for you, take it how it resonates, they were all called to do the same thing. Stop putting things that don't matter as much to you above things that matter a lot to you. Because what you're doing is forcing something that I already told you that I was going to give you. But you're missing out on the blessings that I'm giving you right now because you're too busy trying to get something else. It's like I'm giving you something right now that you're asking for. And you can't even see it because you're too busy trying to chase something that's not yours yet. That's somebody else's. That's somebody else's, not yours. What is yours is going to be you. You're going to be able to have access to it. You're not going to have to force it. You're not going to have to hurt anybody you love just to receive it or nothing like that. And that's the realization this person has come to. Excuse me. They were chasing success. And they were being asked to stop chasing success. That's something you cultivate through strength. That's how you bring balance to the situation, especially the 10 of Cups situation for some of you. This could be family. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 could be significant. Family and legacy. Somebody's trying to bring some sort of balance to their family and legacy. Family dynamic and their legacy. I feel like if there's a business involved with this as well, like partner. Somebody's done juggling. 8 of Cups, they're walking away from it all. They're walking away from chasing success and everything connected to chasing success. Basically, clout chaser energy. Somebody might have been a low-key clout chaser. Excuse me. Somebody was low-key. These men were low-key clout chasers. I ain't gonna lie. That's the energy is giving. Lover's card. So these are people you have very deep connections with. This is something that's going through the Most High. Like, you see how this angel is here? The thing that's connecting these two souls is the divine. That's how this connection is for all of these people, if not one person. Okay? 4 of Wands. There's a partnership. This is 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Lovers, 4 of Wands. With the Temperance. This, whatever this person is doing, they're experiencing a tower because they were out of alignment. So now it's like they have to take something back or repossess something, stop doing something, stop. They just have to stop. The Empress in the reverse. All right, this could be somebody's mother. Stop being one-sided in some kind of way, stressing. With the 9 of Swords being in this like mental prison or putting someone in a mental prison. So always making somebody overthink some shit. Stress. 9 of Swords at night. 7 of Swords. Strategy about options for the future. It's almost, not almost, God is giving these people something, and they had people around them who were encouraging them to chase other things like success, because there's options or this or that. And it's like, that's what social media will do to y'all ass. Make y'all feel like it's so many, it's not. What's for you is so slim. Like when I say what's for you is slim, I mean that. Like majority of the people you run into are not for you. Majority of the family members that you grow up with aren't going to be the people that you end up having cultivate the rest of your family with, that you create. It's just a lot of things in life that we think are so accessible it's not as accessible as we think. Lessons in life are more accessible than what is actually yours, because you have to be in alignment to those things. You have to put in the work for those things, and that don't happen just out the blue. You actually have to be doing the work. You have to be conscious. You have to be aware. You have to be present. And that's what this person is realizing. It's not about all of the options. It's about the fact that I already have what is for me. And when it's for me, I will be able to access it. I don't have to go force it, and I don't have to go chase it. Excuse me. So these are people who are around this person, maybe living with a scarcity mindset, right? You got to keep these options on because like as if this person is limited to nothing. And it's like, if you have, and you have a spiritual inheritance, you know that God has an inheritance for you. Why do you feel scarce? Why do you feel like if you don't do this is They've talked themselves out of this, but they had to really tell themselves, like, why do you feel like you have to do all of this for something that's already yours? That's why they stopped. They was like, why does it feel like I'm working triple, double overtime for some shit that's supposed to be already mine? That's how they knew what they were chasing wasn't theirs versus what was being given to them or shown to them. This is how they came to the realization that what they were chasing was not for them. The success, the clout they were chasing was not for them, and what was being presented to them is. Excuse me. And what's being presented to them is. The number 55 could be significant. They manifested this. It was a whole lot of conflict because this person lacked boundaries. They really let people get in their head. And this ain't just people. This is what you call the devil. Like, this is what I mean by you have to be mindful of being around people who are living in lack or in a state of lack, especially mentally, because they will put you in a predicament to where your mind is in a state of lack, where you feel like you got to work triple, double overtime for something that God has given you. And it don't necessarily work like that. You just have to put the faith with the works. That's it. So when you write down these manifestations, say you want to be this well-known person for whatever craft you have, move in that direction. Start writing the songs. Start putting yourself out there. Then the next step will be given to you from the Most High. These are people who are trying to force their steps instead of letting God guide their steps. He was realizing I was forcing my steps and not moving in alignment. Because like I said, and it's so crazy that I said a prayer that I was saying earlier, dear God, that I say every day. Please guide me, lead me, order my steps. Please align my steps with your will. Please align me and my goals with your will. I surrender. This is somebody who's coming to the realization that they had to surrender to the process. They were trying to do the process themselves, and that's not how this works. Excuse me. Three of Wands. Somebody also got some sort of foresight of some sort of fighting or conflict that was going to occur because somebody lacked boundaries, or like I said, doesn't respect people's boundaries. This Queen of Pentacles in the reverse could really not respect someone's boundaries, and they knew that this is something that was going to happen. If it didn't already. So this was some sort of betrayal to someone. All right, with the Hierophant and the Moon card that someone was trying to hide. So there's this Queen of Pentacles energy who wasn't respecting these people's boundaries. This King of Swords, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, take it how it resonates. She was hiding that she wasn't respecting these people's boundaries, and the Most High showed somebody this is what it looks like when somebody isn't respecting your boundaries. This is what it looks like when somebody's trying to convince you to move out of alignment to my will from me ordering your steps. Excuse me. Yeah, Page of Wands in the reverse. This person isn't getting a new beginning. This Queen of Pentacles, she's going through a tower moment because she's out of alignment. As simple as that. She's experienced it. She's coming to the realization that she's out of alignment to her destiny. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. There's no more going back and forth. Like, this is an 8 of Cups situation. Somebody definitely had to walk away from that thing and everything connected to it. From having to violate people's boundaries or not respecting people's boundaries, and everything connected to not respecting people's boundaries. Right? 10 of Wands in the reverse. Page of Pentacles. Page of Cups in the reverse. Somebody could have this woman could have gave something or collaborated in some kind of way just to just to not show that she don't care about her violating people's boundaries. It's almost like I'm going to do this thing so people don't look at me as somebody that doesn't really give a fuck about the fact that I violate people's boundaries. These men's boundaries, these masculine energies boundaries. Excuse me. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. She refused to come out of this lack energy, or there's a refusal to come out of the lack. This is who's in the lack mindset. This is who was in somebody's ear. 6 of Pentacles. This is who somebody was going. This is who someone was exchanging with, especially physically. This pentacle that this person gave, they gave it to this Queen of Pentacles in this reverse. This collaboration, they collaborated with this woman. They collaborated with this woman. They were giving and taking. She was giving pentacles, he was giving pentacles, and she wasn't respecting nothing about his boundaries. The only thing that mattered to her was the exchange between the two of them. As long as I keep getting this physical exchange, I don't really care that I'm violating your boundaries. As long as I keep getting what I want. Excuse me. I really don't care as long as I keep getting what I want. You got a pentacle, I got a pentacle, and we're going to keep going back and forth with these pentacles. We're going to keep collaborating on this shit. Even though I'm benefiting more from this situation than you are. So now she's stuck. Hangman, she's stuck. She experiencing a tower. Because now now that she's come to the realization that she can't keep violating this man's boundaries, this masculine energy's boundaries, now she needs the perspective. Now she needs the enlightenment. Now she needs the understanding that she ain't got. High Priestess came out in the reverse. This is somebody who went against their own intuition. And for some of you, this could be a practitioner. They were paying or something like this here. Somebody could have been paying a practitioner, these men. Like if they were getting readings by this lady or some shit and not saying this, not communicating this to you, death and rebirth, they refused to change. Somebody could have been getting readings on you, collective, without your knowledge. And it was this person. It was this bitch. Do you hear what I'm saying? It was this bitch. And she refused to change. She refused to not... Okay, this man was going to this woman thinking he was getting an even exchange out of her. But what she wasn't telling him was that she was in a space in her life where she was refusing to change in terms of violating people's boundaries. So she kept violating this man's boundaries just so she can keep getting a payback. Keep getting paid. Does that make sense? This is like having somebody be a customer of yours and This woman had these men were customers to her, and she was violating them, and it was just so that they could keep coming back and spending money with her. Dead ass. They kept doing this shit just so he that's what all this back and forth. I got this pentacle for you. Tell me what's going on here. I'm giving you this exchange of information, right? I'm giving you this back in return. They kept doing this shit to this person. I shit you not. I shit you not. Why the fuck would your dumb ass... I ain't got nothing nice to say. This is what I mean by I'm disgusted with men. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's no coming back from this shit. This bitch is emotionally manipulative. She's narcissistic and she broke. She keep playing on these niggas just to get some fucking money. She's broke. She's gaslighting them, she's using them for money, and she's also emotionally manipulating them. That's what this tower is about. This bitch is being seen clear as day, especially if if they're aware of her going against her intuition or using her gifts in the darkest way possible. Excuse me. Y'all, for some of y'all, this person knew exactly who you were. They know exactly that you guys are supposed to have this, and this, and they kept telling this person the opposite. They kept telling this person, keep their options open, do this, do that, do that. I don't care if it's a friendship, family, or a lover. This practitioner kept saying it's not you. They kept saying it's not you on purpose, just so they could keep coming back and spending their money with this bitch, because they know that the only answer is you. So until they come to the realization that it's you, excuse me, they will never stop spending their money with her. She knew that. She knew that. She was keeping this lover's connection, this partnership, this legacy, this family, all of this shit that you're supposed to have with these people. She was keeping it from them just to keep getting paid, just to keep making money. Is there anything else? I'm gonna close this out. Seven of Wands. So now what she's trying to do is refuse to change. She's been doing this, but she's like almost like trying to defend herself so that she doesn't have to change. And it's like, no, bitch. If they want to be dummies and keep spending money with your dumb ass, then let them. They ain't gonna never find their person. They keep doing that shit. They're never gonna find genuine connections in their life as long as this bitch keep reading for them. Excuse me. As long as this bitch keep reading for them, they will never know who's for them. Seven of Wands. It's something about somebody putting up a fight as well. Somebody could be putting up a fight against this person, and that's what got you a victory. You could have said, you saying something, okay, definitely got you some type of victory here. Like you addressing a situation and not beating around the bush in some kind of way. Somebody started to protect themselves. I don't care if like somebody started doing protection work, like lighting white candles, prayer. Somebody started doing something that protected them from the work that this bitch was doing. She was 9 times out of 10 doing the death spell work. This is who was doing this graveyard magic. This is exactly who was doing this graveyard magic. I'm going to keep causing deaths in your life so you keep having troubles and issues to come ask me about, to pay me for. Excuse me. Is there anything else? Empress. Y'all, you standing up for yourself is the reason why you're winning. It's the reason why you're winning. I'm in disbelief. I'm in disbelief, but not in disbelief, because the last person I broke my celibacy with, I had to really have this conversation with him. Why the fuck is you sitting here supporting other people who do the same shit that I do, but you sitting up here acting like you don't see my shit? Oh, okay. Have a great day. That's weird. It's weird. They do the same shit I do. Fuck is you on? But you standing up for yourself against this fucking practitioner, this weird, goofy bitch. This weird, goofy bitch. The fuck? Is the reason why you're taking a W. You called this bitch out. This weird, goofy bitch. But this is what you call a clown. A clown? A clown. She's a clown. How come you didn't see it before? Clown ass bitch. Who can't take from you because she has no foresight. That's why she's been doing this to these men. The only way she's been able to fuck with your life is through these men. Excuse me. Is there anything else? This is what you call a bothered bitch. You have to be a really bothered bitch to bother a bitch that ain't bothering you. Is there anything else? I'm in awe of what's happening here. Because this is what I mean. And y'all get mad when women call y'all dumb or slow, because it's no way that y'all are thinking this shit through. It's no way that you're thinking this shit through. Clown ass bitch. That's what you looking at. A fucking clown. You've been paying a clown. You've been paying Bozo the clown. You've been paying Bozo the clown to cause you problems. Congratulations. You've been emotionally exchanging with Bozo the clown. Congratulations. Is there anything else? The Fool and the Page of Swords. This person could have been spying on you, stalking you as well. something about your formula. Somebody was watching how you do something, how you work. Maybe somebody was trying to copy your workings in some kind of way. So this person, these people probably only even saw this woman as somebody who would be good for them to read for, because she was wearing something. She was, in a way, it was like she was doing shit how you do it, basically. She was doing shit how you do it, but they were afraid of you. They weren't afraid of her. They were afraid of you, because your shit is actually scary when it's real. It's actually scary when it's real. But when it's not that fucking real, when it's kind of like sugar-coated, when it's kind of like man-made for real, it's not that scary. It's easier to go to a bitch that's man-made and not God-made. It's easier. It's less scary. That's what these niggas saw. Is there anything else? Fucking clown. A clown? A clown? Orca. Great disappointment. She's really disappointed that she decided to spy on you. Like, I don't know if she tried to use these people to see your formula in some kind of way, and that shit just backfired. Like, she is disappointed. It's like, I didn't even get the strategy. I was supposed to, she felt like she was supposed to get some shit out of this from you, and she didn't. She was supposed to get some type of foresight from you, and she didn't. She got exposed. She got exposed. She didn't get foresight. Excuse me. Is there anything else? She got exposed as Bozo the fucking clown. The fuck? You're not investing in that shit. You're not investing in that shit. And these niggas maybe thought you was investing or supporting this person in some kind of way. That's another reason these niggas kept going to her. These masculine energies kept going to her. They probably assumed you were supporting this bitch in some way. False. Wrong. Justice in the reverse. I'm telling you, she was causing intentional injustice, because, and it also feels like you stopped. If you did support her, it's you're not investing in her. Either you're not investing in her, or you stopped investing in her, and she felt like this shit was unfair, it was unjust, so she started spying on you. She started doing this shit through these men. The Emperor in the reverse. For some of you, this could be a masculine. This could be an older male. He started spying on somebody, or somebody with children. He started spying through this shit. Is there anything else? Nine of Swords in the reverse. So these people wanted to see if you were stressed. They wanted to see if you were stressed. They was intentionally trying to stress you out. So this is like kidnapping someone's child and then constantly going around seeing if they're suffering. I need to make sure you're suffering from what I did to you, but I don't want you to know I did it to you. This is what this person was doing. I need to see that you're suffering from something that I'm doing to you, even though I don't want you to know I'm doing it to you. This is giving serial killer vibes. It's giving psychopath vibes. It's giving something ain't right. I keep coming back to the scene of the crime. I keep coming back to the person that is the victim of my crimes. Excuse me. Is there anything else? They really wanted to know that you were stressing out from what they did, and you're not. You're not. You're not stressing. You might be suffering in some way, but in life we suffer. In life we suffer, and sometimes it gets easier the more work you do. But in life we suffer. So at the end of the day, this person is not realizing. They didn't realize that you weren't going to be up stressed, can't sleep at night, none of that shit. No, not getting sleep. No, you're well rested. You're well rested. Excuse me. Is there anything else? Sun card in reverse. This is all the shit you weren't seeing. This is all the shit you weren't seeing. There's no more confusion about this Two of Cups. This was y'all's message. I'm Intuitive Light Seer Jade. This was a safe space for you guys to heal, gain clarity, enlightenment, and confirmation. Even if you are not able to like, share, or comment on this live, I appreciate you guys for being here and taking this message in. We're gonna do one more deck. And then I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna download this live. If you want to catch any parts of this live, I'm gonna download it and upload it over on YouTube. All right, so you can check it out at Intuitive Light Seers on YouTube. I also go live over there as well occasionally, so if you want to check out the lives over there, you can at Intuitive Light Seers. Who just messaged me? Gratitude for the message. You're welcome. Gratitude for the message. You're welcome. Okay, we just do it like this. Stay there. Come on. Actually, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there just because my phone ain't charged for real and I can't get it to sit up straight while it's on the charger on here. So yeah, probably go live tomorrow or something. You'll see me again soon as God calls me to come. All right. Confirmation, even if you were not able to like, share, or comment on this live. I appreciate you guys for being here and taking these messages in. I always ask that you take these things back to prayer before incorporating them into your life. And I hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful rest of your night. Well, technically it's day. Yeah, that was one hell of a message. Okay. And you know what's crazy? I always find myself talking on topics that people try to tap dance around or be taboo about. No, bitch, I'm not supporting that bitch. I'm not supporting that fucking clown. And you can stop paying that bitch because she's lying to you. Fuck. She's fucking lying to your dumb ass. But yeah. All right. This collective is not supporting that fucking bozo clown. You can stop paying her. Go to somebody else. I don't give a damn if you don't come to us. I don't give a damn if you don't come to us. That bitch she's capping you down. She's lying to you. And you don't support her. Excuse me. Alright. I'm going to call all of my energy back to me from every time lying, dimension, and reality, asking that it be cleansed and purified before this return back to me immediately and indefinitely. And I'm going to return all of your energy back to you. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay. I'm going to ask that my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides assist me in closing this portal.